You know, I never played the original Crackdown game on Xbox 360, but I did play the demo of the sequel and it was okay for what it was. And now at E3 2014 they announced a new Crackdown game, so why don't we do a retrospective on this?
Or how about no, because the Sega Genesis game in 1990 from the arcade in 1989 has absolutely nothing to do with the modern Crackdown game. Crack, crack, and the whack.
When many bombs are discovered throughout a large laboratory, Ben and Andy are called in to dismantle them before the building explodes all around them.
For those who know the real story to this game, did you feel that? That's your brain trying to leave through the back door of your head. Because this is wrong!
Racing from spot to spot, each bomb must be neutralized with smaller charges before time runs out.
Is that how bomb defusal works when doing it in a building?
Defenses have been placed to make it more dangerous.
Oh, I guess we're fighting terrorists!
But Ben and Andy have an array of weapons to help them achieve their goals.
With an array of 3 weapons!
Better call the bomb squad. Time is short.
Better call the bomb squad? I thought I was the bomb squad!
Well anyways, this might not have been a bad description for a SWAT game where you defuse bombs, save hostages, and shoot the bad guys. But clearly when you start up the game, it gives you an intro about what the plot actually is, and what it is not what the manual wrote. Anyways, the real story is the government sends 2 of its special agents to blow up the enemy facility and destroy the artificial life that an evil leader is in control of.
Of course you find out the evil leader turns out to be an evil scientist called Mr. K, because science is evil!
And you thought you had seen the last of me! Doctor! Soon I will take over with my brilliant artificial life form and...
Well, that's pretty much the plot, so let's jump right into the game.
Crackdown is an overhead run-and-gun port from an arcade game in 1989, where you and another player place bombs within each level and make your escape once you've completed your goal. Under a time limit, of course. The faster you finish, the more points you get, and the more points you have, you can get a 1-up. This game has a similar map idea like Bonanza Bros, showing you the layout and which spots to plant the bombs on. Now, it won't show you where the enemies are, so be careful because it won't be easy with all the different enemy types you'll be facing, with each level adding new ones and combining different types to go after you with really weird or generic names. Like Rolling Panther, because that's how he rolls, or Joker, because he punches and kicks people for laughs, and Wall Cutter, who actually doesn't cut through walls with his power saws to get to you.
Well, I guess they had to cut that from the game. You saw what I did there? I had to take a slash at it.
What the fuck?
If you play one player, the second screen, which is normally for the second player, displays all the enemy types present in the stage.
I would have preferred more screen space, but I wasn't born yet to tell them that.
You have the vast array of 3 weapons to defend yourself with that you can switch between except for the bomb, one of which is the gun. Very basic, plenty of ammo, takes a lot of shots to kill later enemies. The cannon...
Cannon? I thought it was a rocket launcher because the ammo icon for it looks like a rocket. Maybe it's a buster cannon.
Well, anyways, the cannon is a helpful weapon for killing enemies instantly and going right through them. Sadly, there's no splash damage when it explodes, so you need to aim clearly. Actually, a good plan is to attack them diagonally, since no enemies can do that except for 1 or 2 near the end. And also, if you're close enough to an enemy or you're out of ammo, you can punch them out.
An interesting mechanic is that you can actually stick to the wall to avoid enemy fire. Except for enemy fire balls, which puts you in a hotspot. But anyways, you can also stick to the wall and fire at the same time, so that's really cool.
You can also get the enemies to kill each other, which I always feel so clever for doing when they sneak up on me with teleporters. But finally, we have the bombs. Not the ones we use to blow up the buildings, but the ones in the shape of grenades. They blow up everything on screen and they stop enemy fire, which is very helpful, especially at this one point in the game that I'm not sure how to get past without using bombs to stop the electric fence. Yeah. If you thought the levels are going to be the same every time, then your guess has the same amount of X's in each level. Each level has a unique layout to them with stage hazards like the pits, the electric fence, and this fucking laser trap that I can't figure out the timing on, and pretty much died a lot before I managed to make it through. Come on, make it through. Damn it. Damn it. Pancakes. Fudge. Maybe a bomb will work. Nope. Come on, make it through. Oh, for fuck's sakes, how the fuck do I get past this?
Oh yeah, you can only take one hit in this game, which makes it really easy to die and lose all your lives. That rhymed.
This game isn't difficult per se, but it's not a cakewalk either. Panicking and not thinking fast enough will get you killed, but most of the time you do spawn where you died at or at a checkpoint. And fortunately, you can set your lives in difficulty, and you have a good amount of continues to beat the game, and it's not a very long game. You can beat it in under 30 minutes if you know what you're doing. There's 4 stages with 4 acts each, and at the beginning and end of each stage, not an act, a cutscene, and it looks pretty neat actually. Speaking of looking neat, the graphics are pretty presentable and the music is pretty cool.
Though I swear one of the tracks in this game sounds awfully familiar to 3D Frog Frenzy. I'm watching you, game.
There's no boss fights in this game except the final stage, if you can even call it one. You have to chase this Mr. K guy to the back and kill him, but this guy is a complete cocksucker. He has death traps in store for you, and every time you die in the final chamber, he has this cheeky little laugh. Once you've blasted his balls off, he huddles up against the wall, and this part is tricky to survive. You can't use bombs to kill him, but as long as you do kill him and then make it to the exit, you're golden. And that's the end of Crackdown. Do I recommend it?
Hell yeah, I recommend it!
Recommended.
Sure, the game is kind of short, but there's something charming about it that makes it fun, it sounds nice, and plus there's a 2-player mode in it too. So, if you can track down Crackdown, I'd give it a beatdown. That rhymed! This is Wizard 100, you're the viewers and I'm the reviewer, so stay tuned for more! You're the viewers and I'm the reviewer. And today, we're gonna go take a look at the Sega Genesis that I got when I was in America. Because you lose health when you hit objects. Why would you do that? I mean, it just makes it harder for no reason other than to just be harder.